what a match this is going to be.
Listen to the crowd, Kurt, here in Morecambe. There's a reason they're all on their feet. I mean, some of the seats are now empty here because they're all standing around the ring for RPD. That's the impact the natural born fighter has here at OPW.
Exactly that, and you can see people at the merch stands because they see RPD and they're like, I want an RPD t-shirt.
There's the bell. We are underway here at our first half main event. Andre Dekker getting his opportunity to get his hands on RPD. Also the other way around. We'll start things off. Oh, Andre Dekker early on going for that big move, of course, on the rocks, the full Nelson bomb. RPD had it well scouted.
Now it's interesting, we always talk about the contrasting styles, and RPD, despite having, is the natural born fighter for a reason.
Dekker, hair of the dog. Then RPD went for that Superman punch. I mean, both men looking to just close this one out early on.
And that just shows how much they've both studied each other. You've seen on the rocks, the hair of the dog, RPD could get away from those. Dekker knew to dodge out the way of the Superman punch, and here we go. Dekker forcing RPD into the corner.
Both men have each other well scouted. And there's those strikes, the lethal boxing background of RPD. Countered Irish whip. RPD, as agile as they come, rolls through. Off the ropes. Head scissor takedown from RPD. You can never question this man's ability to wrestle in this ring.
Exactly, and we talk about the boxing background and how lethal those fists are, and I think sometimes people get distracted and they don't realise just how good of a professional wrestler he is, and that's why he's so dangerous. If the wrestling's not working, he can pull out the punches. If the punches aren't working, he can pull out the wrestling, and that's why he is so good, and that's why he's loved here in Morecambe.
It's exactly what separates RPD from the rest. The amount of dynamic offense in his locker is unfathomable and makes him who he is. And both men now battling on the outside. There's no, if there could be a no holds barred, I'm sure that both men would go for it, because this is a war, Kurt. This is a fight. Both men have been hungry for this from day one.
Exactly, and although they're in the ring now, you saw RPD get thrown into that post, shoulder first, that right shoulder as well that he tries to utilise for the Superman punch. You could see RPD trying to move it around, get those joints going so it's not going to seize up, and the Morecambe just chanting RPD again, trying to spare him on.
Dekker trying to wear down RPD, RPD fighting back. Gets a clothesline and a cover, very lazy cover from the unforgettable Andre Dekker. Chris Brooker on the outside watching on.
Now it's going to be interesting to see Dekker's mindset, because to him it was all about Dekker. The spotlight pandered to him, and now we've got Ryan Hunter, the brightest star in the spotlight. How does Dekker feel about that?
Cross body from RPD, hooks the leg as well. Close call from RPD.
Dekker forcing RPD into the corner, hitting him with those shoulder charges, and just swings him straight into the other corner. RPD holding that lower back.
RPD struggling, and Dekker aware of the weakness on RPD. Again, cover, hooks the leg this time, and a kick out again from RPD. Dekker looking frustrated. Dekker now looks like he wants to end this. Scoop slam, and again bouncing the spine of RPD off that mat, hooks the leg, and only a 2 count.
You could just see RPD again, going back to that shoulder.
Countered RPD, Luther's press! Went for the punch, but Dekker got his arms up into an arm bar. And of course we know RPD always goes back to those legends that he loved watching as a kid that got him into wrestling. And that one, of course, evident of Stone Cold Steve Austin. We've seen him, you know, get a sharpshooter out. We've seen a rock bottom from him as well. Oh, hung up on the top rope from Dekker. Arm drag into a crossface. We haven't seen this from Dekker before. Dekker digging deep into that arsenal of his own. Wrenching back.
Just trying to crawl towards that bottom rope. Fingertips away and he grabs it.
RPD grabbing that rope, breaking the hold just about, and Dekker going back, stomping on that spine of RPD. And again, we go back to Andre Dekker. I mean, we talk about the growth of RPD, but despite his attitude, Dekker's also had some growth and evolution in the way he wrestles, the way he fights and approaches a situation. You can't take away the ability of the unforgettable Andre Dekker.
No, you can't, and he's still not being pinned, he's still not being submitted here in Odyssey Pro Wrestling. So it is going to be interesting to see if RPD can do that.
RPD looking worse for wear. He's taken an absolute beating in this match. And again, another slam down with a cover. Pins the shoulders down, and RPD showing that resiliency that we see time and time again.
I was just going to question the mindset of RPD. Again, Warren Shaw, we said this is what he's been working towards, and to have something like that ripped away can take you, it can exhaust you mentally.
Snap suplex. Oh, and here we go. We've seen the Three Amigos from Andre Dekker before. Uses it because, of course, Eddie Guerrero was one of the inspirations of RPD.
Going for that third.
Going for that third. Oh, RPD counters!
RPD with a suplex of his own. Both men with their backs on the mat.
Both men down and have given absolutely everything in this match. The referee starts the count, and RPD will not want this to end in a double count out. RPD needs to find the energy. We're up to the count of 5.
Dekker making his way to his feet first.
Keep up from RPD! Here we go, up and in, fighting Dekker on. Clothesline. A punch to the guts to follow up. Off the ropes, countered by Dekker. Goes for the RPDDT. Well scouted, Dekker counters. Wait for the jump,
DDT.
There's the DDT. RPD hooks the leg. Almost coming so close to winning this match. This feud has gone on for months and months, and RPD almost ended it right there.
Faking with the punch, getting Dekker to do most of the work, bending over to avoid that straight into the DDT. And here we go, RPD
Clever
wanting to go.
psychology from the natural born fighter who looks like he wants to fly. Climbs to that middle rope, now to the top rope. He wants to give everything he has. RPD goes for the elbow. We've seen him do that off ladders. That could be it. Hooks a leg too. Dekker kicking out at the very last second.
You mentioned it. We've seen it. Pia Fia off that ladder through Troy Ryan straight through the table, and I thought RPD had it there. And here we go, back on the feet, trying to compose himself, thinking, what do I have to do next? What do I have to do to put away Andre Dekker once and for all? And
Wait,
Kelly
what's Kelly
grabbing the
doing?
ankle.
Chris Brooker telling Kelly to get involved. Wait, I think RPD inadvertently kicked Kelly there as he tried to get his leg back. Dekker. Superman punch from Dekker. On the rocks. That has to be it. Hair of the dog. Could we see it? There it is. Hair of the dog. After on the rocks and a Superman punch to add insult to injury.
This place erupts.
RPD kicking out. And Kurt, you're right, sorry. This place just went into meltdown, erupting at the resiliency of RPD. Chris Brooker is beside himself on the outside.
I thought it was over. You thought it was over. Everybody here in Morecambe thought it was over. And now they're chanting those three letters. RPD. Going for the area of the dog again is Andre Dekker. RPD throws him over. Superman punch!
Superman punch! RPD! 2, 3! RPD is your winner!
And here is
Finally,
your winner!
he can put a pin in the problem that is Andre Dekker. RPD can now try and move on and move past that. And what a weight off his shoulders.